Welcome to GH Channel, peeps. And this time, what is going on? We've got a Mark IV Golf, and this poor Golf doesn't have cruise control. So today, on these episodes or whatever it's gonna be, I will be trying to attempt to show you what to do with this magic kit that you buy off eBay. So really, this is the main problem of how to wire the thing in. It's not so hard to replace the Stalk. Yeah. As you can see, we've got on and off, reset, blah blah blah, all our dons for the Stalk that we have to put into this steering column. Basically, as you can see, there is nothing. So, peeps, I'm gonna try and sort of explain to you step by step for if you want, well, for somebody who really doesn't know how to do it well and has got little knowledge about cars and want to install it himself. I'm sure after this video, when I'm done, you should be able to. So, I've seen a few I've seen one video that I'm going to be guiding myself from, but it wasn't in English language, it was in some other language. And basically, well, for the starters, what we need to do is we need to get this airbag off, disconnect everything from here, get the Stalk out and stuff like that. So first of all, what I'm gonna go disconnect the battery. That's the first thing what you always do when you play with airbags. Disconnect the battery, and and then I'm gonna set yours up, and I'll try to show you step by step how to remove this steering wheel and what do you have to do to get to the place to wire all that business in. So let's go. Right, so everything is off. Now I need to remove this steering wheel. Well, let's see how you see it. So basically, you got to turn it to a side, feel for the hole, and sort of there is this little pin to release the steering. There we go. That's really one side is off. You'll see, because you can get a bigger gap on there. It's not doesn't sit as flush anymore. Yeah, like that. And then basically remove the prong, and that's it. That's your airbag is off. I'll show you later when I remove all this what's going on when you get inside. Then you need to move the spline to remove the steering from the column itself, and as well there's a little connector that needs to be removed at the same time. How about a little sausage? Well, alright, I'm gonna get this thing off. So it's number 12 multi spline, and yeah, they use a breaker or a ooga dooga to get it off. And that's your nut that you need to take off. We'll put that to the side. When removing the steering wheel, look at this notch and memorize it and everything, where how it is before you remove the steering wheel. 2 seconds. I just need to remove this little connector from here. Yeah, you got to press on the side, and we'll sort of release it. So now put it in center and then remove the steering wheel. The steering wheel is off. So what we're left with just the column itself. So now we've got to get these plastics off. I believe so. There are 2 bolts just up in here. Can you freaking see? Yeah. Here I've got 2 small pussies. Is this too fat? No. But it's too big. Right. So, fine and pussy. Yeah. Now it's coming off. It's coming off. And it's off. Don't run away. I've got little tiny ones in there. That's another one. And then there is a T25. Yeah, T25 on the bottom. Like so. Remove that, and now we should be able to separate the top from the bottom. Pull this little thing off and the top comes off. Oh, we've got two more in here to remove. That's 1 and that's 2. Like that. And now I should be able to remove it. What was holding off? Basically pull it over, pull it off like so. Oh, come on. Oh, to get it off all together, we need to unscrew the 2 T25s on the handle that releases the steering column itself from moving up and down and in and out for adjusting the steering column. Otherwise you can't slide the bottom plastic off. I probably don't even need to replace it, remove it, but I'm still going to take it off so it's easier for me to do so, like that. And now we can take that off all together out the freaking way. So now we've got to, this, don't do any full turns on that or nothing. This all needs to come off all in one, otherwise you're gonna mess up all the, basically there's tiny cables that will snap inside and stuff like that, and then you're gonna have loads of traction control lights on if you have one, steering angle sensors and what have you. So be careful with this part. You just leave it as it is, take it off, put it away somewhere safe so you don't knock it, and then we'll proceed with the rest. So just remove this yellow clip like that, and there is another one like that. They come off. Then there is little connectors, little like clamps on the top, and that's it. See, they're one piece. We're gonna put it away in the back seat, so I certainly don't don't touch that. Do not touch that. So now we need to remove this side, so just push the connector off for the thingy stalk for this side, and then there is a little pin on the side there. You slot in and then pulls it off. I'll just show you in a second. I'm just gonna get this off like that. So it's there, little tab that you need to push down, and this whole thing just slides off easy. This is the easy part. So now we have left with this the main stalk that we're going to be working on, and basically what we need to do is we need I believe hexi each something, but T25 works the magic either way. So just use your T25, unscrew that, and this whole thing slides off too. And to remove this one pulls off as well. Yeah, it just pulls off, and that's it. That's your stalk is off. Your stalk is all off, and now we've got all these cables in here to just leave for now. Now we've got to strip down all this underneath here, which is relatively simple. The T20 on the bottom, and then this whole thing pulls off, and then that whole thing pulls off as well. Just before I continue, I'm going to show you the release on the steering wheel. I hope you can see it. So what happens on a screwdriver, these are the holes that you're feeling for, these ones here. And so basically you turn the steering wheel, you stick the screwdriver, you feel for it and see that spring there, that moves down and releases it. And same for the other side, you stick it in and basically press down or stick it in and push up your side end of the screwdriver so the other end goes down, and that's how the airbag gets released. And then this connector, it's just, you got to press hard on these tabs on the side, and they will just slide off the notches that they have on the on the guibo, how they call it. But yeah, well, I'm gonna get down business and remove all this. So basically that's how you remove the sole. There's like multiple screws, just look out for them. If something doesn't want to come off, it probably doesn't want to come off for a reason. So next then we have to get inside the, let me get this off too. We have to get past this fuse thing. I'm not sure you can see, but this will be able to in a second. I don't know how to set yours up here, but do you see that whole block needs to come off, so I can get behind that the connectors up in there. So that's one 10mm here and another 10mm just behind this big relay. If you want to, you can just remove it. There's another 10mm just up in there. Right. So now push all them to a side. And then and then so there's quite a few wires in here. So the connector that we're looking for is the black one. The black one just up in there, I believe so. Just let me double check. I'll be back in a second and I'll show us exactly where this bugger is hidden. Right, so I'm gonna show you what you're looking for as much as I can. So you go deep inside there and basically it is really it is freaking hard. So basically that there's a black plug behind this orange one with two wires, red, black and white, yellow. Just see them there, them two. This is the connector that you need to get to, but to remove that connector you have to take off all the scuttle panel there on the top, so the window wipers need to come off. So that's 13mm. You just pop these little black caps and then 13mm bolt, that will come off, and then we should be able to pull this whole plastic off, and then I'll show you. I'm gonna go remove that. It's only two 13mm bolts and then thingy off, and then I'll show you what to do next to get those connectors in here. So like that part has been removed. It made me easier to remove this 4 screws on that side there that covers up the cabin filter, so then you can kind of pull it out from the top, grab it, pull it down, and it will just release itself. So now this is the box that I am looking for, and to be honest, in a sense, I'll explain to you a little bit later why it's actually good to go for this box first. But now we've got to remove 3 10mm bolts that hold the window wiper motor assembly. I'm gonna go remove that, and then I'm gonna remove them 2 10mm on the black box and pull the wiring harness up. So the box is off, that is off. So basically we're looking at this black connector, and basically if you can see, if you can see them wires coming out of the black unit, that means you haven't done all this job for nothing, because that means that the ECU has got all the cables ready for this cruise control to be received. So now pop them pins on the side, and then you will be able to slide the connector back. And let me so basically let me go get that connector out, and we'll proceed with the wiring. Well, once you mastered that pin, now you can actually get down here and pull it down. So mine fell out, so this is your plug. So now will be the wiring bit. So first of all, you need to push that purple thing through. So there's tabs on the side that you need to kind of press with the screwdriver and just push. What it does, it just locks them in place. As you can see, you can kind of see all the way through before there were things in the way. As you can see, as I'm pressing in, it's locked. So now I'm gonna have to push the thing again back out. So I'm gonna go tape all this wiring up, as we only need to install into that plug red, white, blue and double yellow. That's all of this, and then I'll explain to you where does the black cable goes to. Right, and so I have just temporarily fitted the Stalk, so I run the cable. That is all the taped up cable now. I've cable tied it in some places, and here it is going there. And I have wired it up to the plug, or onto the plug already. So if you remember, you had yellow, white, or white and yellow, and black and red, or red and black, whichever. So if you look down on the pin there, you can see the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, basically, then on the top 5, 6, 7, 8, and the middle 9 and 10. So basically your blue cable goes to number 1. It's a bigger one than the middle ones. So that goes to the number 1 cable, blue to number 1. 2 is red. 3 is double yellow, and then 9 is the white one, as you can see up there above the red. And then basically that is your color codes and basically placement of the wires on the plug. So now I can push this back up in there and basically wire up everything, well, plug everything back in together in there. And basically after that, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put this back on a time lapse now. Basically after this, everything goes back together the way it did before, and that's really it. And then the very last one, there's a black cable that I haven't used yet, haven't attached it anywhere, but I will show it to you once I basically put all of this back together, because I'm really done with like the cable, the plug connector, plug wiring. Now I've just finished off the one last wire, and then we'll be finishing off the cruise control activation. To be honest, unfortunately, peeps, before anything, I'm gonna end this part at this first episode. So after this, it's all gonna be quite quick, and there's not much left to do. But yeah, if you want to see how to finish off all the cruise control install and activation, please follow like, subscribe, share, and look out for the episode 2 of Mark IV Golf Cruise Control Retrofit activation. So yeah, peeps, thanks a lot for watching. Like and share, subscribe, and I'll definitely see you in a part 2. Bye bye.